If you are living with severely limited mobility, spending much of your day in a chair or even in bed, the world of exercise can feel completely out of reach. It's a deeply frustrating experience. You hear advice everywhere to stay active, but the reality is that most workouts are designed for people who can stand, walk, and move with ease. This can leave you feeling forgotten, discouraged, and trapped in a cycle where lack of movement leads to more stiffness, more weakness, and a greater loss of function. I want to speak directly to you today and tell you, you are not forgotten, and there is a powerful path forward for you. The most important truth to understand is that for someone with limited mobility, gentle movement is powerful medicine. It's not about high-intensity workouts. It's about reawakening the vital connection between your brain and your muscles. It's about boosting circulation to keep your tissues healthy, lubricating your joints to reduce stiffness, and gently activating your core to provide the stability your body craves. Every small, intentional movement is a victory against inactivity. In this video, we are going to guide you through a routine specifically created with your needs in mind. We will perform 4 ultra-safe, foundational exercises that can all be done from the comfort of your chair or bed. There is no standing, no complex coordination, and zero impact on your joints. We will move from activating your core to improving circulation in your lower legs to strengthening the crucial muscles in your hips. This is your safe starting point, your gentle reintroduction to movement. If you've been looking for a starting point, a gentle way to say yes to movement again, you have found it. Let's begin this journey together. Our very first exercise is the pelvic tilt, performed while sitting. We begin here because your pelvis and deep core muscles are the absolute center of all your stability. For anyone who spends a lot of time sitting, these core muscles can become sleepy or underactive, which can lead to lower back pain, poor posture, and a general feeling of instability even when you're not on your feet. The pelvic tilt is like a gentle wake-up call for this crucial area. It's a subtle movement, but its benefits are immense. It teaches your brain how to reconnect with and activate your deep abdominal muscles, improves the mobility of your lower spine, and helps you find a better, more supportive posture. Let's look at the demonstration to perform this correctly and safely. As you see, you need to sit upright on a chair or another firm surface. Your back can be supported by the chair back. Place your feet flat on the floor, about hip-width apart. The key to this exercise is that your upper body and shoulders should remain still throughout this exercise. The movement should be small and isolated to your pelvis and lower back. Now, let's start the movement, following the demonstration. First, gently arch your lower back. As you do this, you are actively trying to tilt your hips and pelvis forward. The feeling you're looking for is that you sit through your seat bones. You're creating a gentle curve in your lower back. Hold this position for a moment, just a second or two. This is the anterior tilt. Next, we reverse the motion. From that arched position, you will now flex through your lower back. To do this, gently tighten your lower abdominal muscles and press your lower back towards the back of the chair so that your pelvis tilts backwards. You will now be in a slightly slumped position, with the small of your back flattened. That is the posterior tilt. The goal is to aim to move from one position to the other with a smooth, slow transition. Exhale as you tilt your pelvis backward into the slump, feeling your abs gently contract. Inhale as you tilt your pelvis forward into the arch. The movement should be rhythmic and completely pain-free. A common mistake is to use your whole upper body to create the movement. Remember to keep those shoulders still. Perform 10 to 15 of these slow, controlled pelvic tilts. This isn't about force. It's about re-establishing that mind-muscle connection with your body's center of gravity. For our second exercise, we remain in our chair to perform seated ankle pumps. This movement is critically important for anyone with limited mobility, especially if you spend long periods sitting. When we are inactive, circulation in our lower legs can become sluggish. This can lead to swelling, cold feet, stiffness, and a feeling of heaviness. The ankle pump exercise acts as a powerful yet simple mechanical pump to combat this. By engaging your calf muscles, You squeeze the veins in your legs, which helps to push blood back up towards your heart. This can dramatically reduce swelling, alleviate stiffness, and keep the tissues in your lower legs and feet healthy. It also maintains the essential range of motion in your ankle joints, which is your body's foundation. Let's look at the demonstration for the correct technique. To begin, start by sitting on a chair with your feet flat on the floor. You can have your back supported for comfort. Your posture should be tall and relaxed. You can rest your hands on your lap. Now, for the movement itself. The goal is to briskly bend and straighten your ankles. Let's break that down into a slower, more controlled version first, which you can see on screen. Start by slowly pointing your toes away from you, as far as you comfortably can. Imagine you are trying to press down on a gas pedal. Hold for a moment. Then, slowly reverse the motion, pulling all of your toes up towards your shins as far as you can. You should feel a nice stretch in your calf muscles. This is the basic movement. To perform it as a pump, you will do this motion in a more continuous and brisk rhythm, but always staying in control. As you see in the video, the feet are moving up and down in a steady pumping action. Point, flex, point, flex. You can do both feet at the same time, or if that's too much, you can alternate, pumping your right foot and then your left foot. The most important thing is to move through the full range of motion that is comfortable for you. You should feel the muscles in your lower legs working, but the movement should be completely pain-free in your ankle joint. This is an exercise that you can and should do multiple times throughout your day. It's a perfect thing to do while watching television or sitting at a table. Aim for a set of 30 to 60 seconds of continuous pumping. You are actively fighting against the circulatory issues that can come with being sedentary and keeping your body's foundation mobile and energized. Our third exercise in this gentle routine is the seated knee lift with a leg cross. This is an excellent movement for improving the mobility in your hips and activating your lower core muscles from the safety of your chair. It challenges your coordination in a gentle way and helps to strengthen the hip flexor muscles, which are the muscles responsible for lifting your leg. These muscles are essential for simple daily tasks like getting your legs into bed, stepping into a car, or even just clearing obstacles on the floor when you walk. Keeping them active is key to maintaining functional independence. Let's observe the demonstration to perform this exercise correctly. As before, sit on a chair with the soles of your feet on the floor. Your back can be supported, but try to maintain a relatively upright posture. Place your hands on the side of the chair for a little extra stability. Now, let's begin the movement, focusing on one leg at a time. As you see in the video, you will first lift one leg. Let's start with the right leg, and as it comes up, you will cross it over the other leg. The goal is to lift your right foot up and over your stationary left leg. The movement should be controlled, using your hip and core muscles. Only cross over as far as is comfortable for your hip. You do not need to lift it very high. A small, controlled movement is perfect. Once you have crossed the leg over, you will then return the leg to the starting position, placing your foot back flat on the floor with equal control. That completes one repetition. Now, you will repeat with the other leg. Slowly lift your left leg up and cross it over your stationary right leg, and then return it to the start. Continue this alternating pattern, crossing right over left, then left over right. The key is to keep your upper body stable and still. Avoid leaning far to one side to help lift your leg. Let the muscles of your hip and lower abdomen do the work. Keep your breathing steady and natural throughout the exercise. If the crossing over part is too challenging, a great modification is to simply lift one knee straight up towards your chest and then lower it before switching to the other side. This is a standard seated march, but if you can, the crossing motion adds a great new challenge for your coordination and hip mobility. Aim to perform 10 to 12 repetitions on each leg. This movement is a fantastic way to keep your hips mobile and your core engaged, making many daily tasks feel just a little bit easier. For our final and most challenging exercise, we will transition to a comfortable lying position. Please take your time to move safely onto your bed or a soft mat on the floor. This exercise is called tabletop lower limb cycling, and it's an excellent way to strengthen your deep lower abdominal muscles without putting any strain on your back or neck. A strong core is your center of power and stability, and this exercise targets it beautifully. Let's follow the demonstration to get into the correct starting position. First, lie on your back. Bend your knees and keep your feet flat on the floor or mattress initially, with your legs at hips width apart. Let your arms rest comfortably by your sides. Before you begin, gently press your lower back towards the surface you are lying on. This helps to engage your core muscles and protect your spine. Now to get into the tabletop position. As you see in the video, bring one leg up to the tabletop position. This means your thigh should be vertical, perpendicular to the floor, and your shin horizontal, parallel to the floor, creating a 90-degree angle at your hip and knee. Once that leg is stable, bring your other leg to the same position, keeping your core tight. Both legs are now in the air, in this 90-90 tabletop pose. From this stable starting position, you will begin to cycle your legs away from your body. Imagine you are riding a bicycle, but very slowly and deliberately. Extend one leg out and away from you while the other leg bends in closer to your chest. Then, switch. The key here, and this is very important, is keeping your back stable and controlling any excessive arching in your lower back. A common mistake is to let the back arch off the bed as the legs extend. To prevent this, only extend your legs as far as you can while keeping your core muscles tight and your lower back close to the surface. As the narration mentions, the further you reach your feet away, the harder the exercise is to perform. So, start with small, high cycling motions. As you get stronger, you can gradually make the circles larger and extend your legs further away. Breathe steadily throughout the movement. Continue on until your muscles fatigue or aim for a set time like 30 to 45 seconds. This exercise is fantastic for building core endurance and control, which is essential for almost every activity you do. It's the perfect way to finish our routine. Excellent work! You have just completed a full-body routine designed specifically for those with limited mobility. By performing the pelvic tilts, ankle pumps, knee lifts, and tabletop cycling, you have sent a powerful message of health and activation to your entire body, from your core to your extremities. Please take a moment to acknowledge this achievement. Every movement you made today, no matter how small it felt, is a powerful victory against stiffness and weakness. I know a common question might be, is a gentle routine like this, done from a chair or bed, really enough to make a difference? I want to answer that with a resounding yes. For someone who is largely sedentary, the greatest enemy is stillness. Consistency with gentle movement is like water slowly and steadily carving a path through stone. It is incredibly powerful. You may not feel like a new person overnight, but with consistent practice, you are fighting muscle atrophy, improving blood flow, maintaining joint health, and keeping the vital communication lines between your brain and your muscles open and active. These small, daily deposits into your health bank will compound over time, leading to less stiffness, better function, and a greater sense of control over your own body. This routine is your new tool. It's a safe and effective way to fight back against the effects of inactivity. Remember to listen to your body always. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. Some days will feel better than others. What matters is that you continue to show up for yourself. You are not defined by your limitations, you are defined by your courage to move. We are so honored to be a part of your journey and to provide a space where you feel seen and supported. If you found this routine helpful and you are committing to trying it, we would love for you to share that with our community. It can be incredibly inspiring for others. Please let us know in the comments by typing, "I am moving forward." Your story matters. If this video was valuable to you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone you know who might be looking for safe, accessible exercises. And to ensure you don't miss our next videos, including more routines for limited mobility, please be sure to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for your incredible effort and trust today. Every gentle movement is a powerful step. Stay consistent, stay hopeful, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.